Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, March 16. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says government continues to provide the environment to encourage investments by private sector organizations. He was speaking at Thursday's opening of a $3 billion state-of-the-art grains mill by the Separate Group in Kingston and the launch of their Gold Seal flour brand and corn products.
The government has created an environment where entrepreneurs can take calculated risks. And we want to see more entrepreneurs, more businesses, whether it is in manufacturing, whether it is in agriculture, we want to see more risk-taking. And we are making sure that the environment is one in which you can take calculated risks on investments.
Prime Minister Holness says the investment is contributing to the country's economic growth and employment of 300 persons.
The kind of growth that we want is inclusive growth, growth that is bringing employment with it, because that is their share. That is the average Jamaican's share of the prosperity of growth, employment. And so I'm very happy to see this investment go up in this area of Kingston, where we really need to be reclaiming this area of Kingston with investment and with employment.
A Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, is now in place to further strengthen the country's financial sector oversight framework. The signing took place on Thursday with representatives from the Financial Regulatory Committee, Bank of Jamaica, Financial Services Commission, and the Jamaica Deposit Insurance Company. Among other things, the provisions of the MOU will include ensuring effective performance of each member's statutory duties, minimizing opportunities for regulatory arbitrage, reducing the regulatory burden and duplication of requirements for regulated entities, and adequately preparing for intervention and other regulatory actions. Finance Minister Audley Shaw expressed satisfaction with the tenets of the MOU.
I have examined the Memorandum of Understanding, and I am satisfied that the Financial Regulatory Committee will uphold existing policies and develop new procedures and strategies to facilitate the accomplishment of their individual and joint regulatory goals.
Government continues to increase the presence of police officers in communities with the opening of another station. Minister of National Security Robert Montego made the official handover of the Green Acres Police Post in Spanish Town on Thursday. It will provide a greater sense of security for residents and business operators. Security Minister Robert Montego urged the residents to play their part in the fight against crime.
So I'm calling on Green Acres to get involved. And then a way to get involved is to come out to your Citizens Association meeting. Come out and stand. The good people of Jamaica must unite, and we must not leave space for the criminals to operate.
Colonel General Staff of the Jamaica Defense Force, Daniel Price, has called on members of the clergy to join the security forces in the fight against crime by injecting spiritual intervention. Colonel Price said different lines of effort are needed to deal with the challenges facing Montego Bay and Jamaica in general, and the church has a major role to play.
I'm going to encourage all of us to get in the fight. Get in the fight. I am going to do what I can do in the natural, but I need for you to do your part in the spiritual.
Colonel Price was delivering the main address at the Supernatural Encounter Jamaica Prayer Breakfast in Montego Bay recently. Supernatural Encounter Jamaica is a two-day crusade in response to calls by the government for the church to assist with the problems facing the country. It will be held in the second city from April 20 to 21. And finally, the government of Jamaica has taken steps to develop the Spanish offerings in higher education institutions through a signed Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, with the Shortwood Teachers College and the Spanish Agency for International Cooperation Development. The MOU will provide training of student teachers in Spanish by lecturers from Spain. Education Minister Ruel Reid says not only will this initiative continue the government's mandate of transforming training at the tertiary level, but it will foster greater relevance and global competitiveness in the sector.
We have to develop this capacity for multilingual capability to be able to navigate in this new global age. So that is what we're doing to make sure that Jamaica is having a first-class competitive workforce to be able to lift the development that we all aspire for our country.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.